And this is how the video is going to go. First, I'll use a real life example that relates with CTR so that you understand CTR so well that you will never ever forget what CTR was. Okay. And then we'll go into the actual maths. Okay. How, like, what values you should look for in CTR that will predict your campaign is going to perform well, your ads are going to perform well, or your ads are going to die. Okay. So we'll go with that and you will get a very in-depth idea of what CTR is and how it is applicable while you're running Facebook ads. So let's dive in. Okay, now I want you to imagine this. I was walking down this road and that was when I was handed a flyer. Okay, and that was about a cricket match that is on your screen right now. Okay, now I love cricket. I was curious what are the things that I can do on this flyer. So what are the actions that I can take on this flyer? This is a poster about a cricket match. All right. Now there are three things we can do on this flyer. The first thing that we can do is we can scan for location. What does that do? We'll scan this QR code. It will give us the location of the stadium and we can check how far that stadium is from our house. That's great, right? We can also scratch this sticker, scratch this coupon so that we can, maybe there is a chance we can win the sticker of our favorite player, Amazon in my case. Okay. And what is the next thing we can do is we can just call on this number, ask them to use the coupon first 50 to get a 10% discount on the booking that we are going to do on, like, booking our seat in the stadium. Okay. So what you just saw was there are three actions that we can take on this flyer. All right. So what is the first, like, maybe, I can just scan the QR code, maybe scratch to win a sticker, or maybe just directly call on this number. Now I want you to understand this, okay? As a marketeer, as a business owner, I want you to dive in, wear the shoes of that person who is distributing this flyer. What does that person want you to do? Can you guess? Like, of course, there are many things we can do on this flyer. There are three things, right? 1, 2, and 3. There are three things we can do on this flyer. But what does that person want you to do? Guess it. Yeah, you guessed it right. They want us to call on this number and book their ticket. The rest of the things are just for engagement. Scan location, scratch to win a sticker. These things are just for engagement and, so that people spend time on that flyer. That is what the important thing is. People will spend time on that flyer. So that is what these things are. But the core purpose of distributing this flyer is they want us to call on this number because that is what will make them money, right? That's great. Now I'll move on to the next step. Just imagine there were all total of 100 flyers distributed. Let's say, for example, 100 flyers distributed. Okay. Now I want you to observe this very, very carefully. If you don't observe it, you won't understand it. Okay. It will make it like things will be super easy for you right now. 100 flyers were distributed and let's say 3 out of 100, only 3 out of 100 scanned this QR code for location. Let's say 10 scratched this coupon for, maybe they'll win a sticker, this idea of winning a sticker. And out of these people, maybe like 15 actually called on this number. Now I want you to understand this. What are the total number of actions taken on this flyer? Like 3 plus 10 plus 15. I'll just add them up and that will be 28. Right? 3 plus 10 plus 15 is 28. Now, this is the total number of action that were taken on this flyer. That is 28 out of 100. That is total flyer distributed. That is 28%. Right? Now, I want you to understand what was the reason they were distributing this flyer. People call on this number and book their ticket. Right? So, what were the number of actions that were intended by the flyer distributor that were taken on this? That is we call in marketing term as CTA, or call to action. Okay, this is our CTA. We want, as a flyer distributor, I want them to call on this number and book ticket, because that is going to make me money. So how many people actually clicked on that action? Like how many took this action? That is 15, right? So 15 by 100, that is 15%. Now I want to ask you this, okay? Now I think it's easy. Tell me which of this is actually going to value, the distribution of flyers, because which is actually relevant in terms of making money. Of course, you guys did right. It is the 15%, because we actually don't care like how many people are scratching the stickers. Maybe the sticker is costing something and we have to calculate the cost of that, but that is not relevant with this topic. We want them to call on this number and book ticket, and that is 15% of people actually called on this number and asked for booking the ticket. I'm not talking about how many people actually booked the ticket. I'm not talking about that number. I'm talking about how many people actually took initiative to call on this number and book their ticket. Just calling on this number, that's it. Maybe they will not buy later, maybe they'll just call, ask for it, and not buy later. That is a different thing. But 15 people actually called and inquired about booking their ticket. 15 people out of 100, right? Now I want to look closely at the Facebook ads which we do, right? Facebook ads, and that is where things are going to turn your heads, right? Facebook ads. Now here you see we have so many things, right? We have this, we have this, we have this. Now tell me, why are these three things present? These three things are present solely for engagement purposes. When you are running an ad, it has a sponsored sign on it. You have a heading, there is an image or a video, and these three things are there: like, comment, and share. Right? Now, whenever someone likes your ad or comments on your ad or maybe shares your ad, what are they actually doing? They are engaging with the ad. But what matters to us as an advertiser is how many people are actually clicking on this CTA. This is the most important thing, that how many people are clicking on this, because that will decide whether our ads are solving the purpose. Okay, the only purpose of the ad is to bring only to buy a click on your call to action, not buying a click on that like button or a comment or a share, only on that call to action, right? Similarly, the only purpose of this poster is how many people take this action, not this, not this. All both of them are just for engagement. We want them to call on this number and book their ticket. Now I want you to go into same example. Let's say, what was the example here? I just forgot. What was the example? 3 people, 10 people. Okay, let's say, like, I'll choose a different example. Okay, it's not a big deal. Let's say 10 people liked on your post, 3 commented, and 1 shared it. And also, if you look at the CTA, let's say only 5 people clicked on the call to action. Maybe it is a book now, maybe it is a buy now, maybe it is book, whatever, learn more, whatever options are being offered by Facebook for the CTA, right? So let's add these things, okay? What is 10 plus 3 plus 1 plus 5? And we will get 10 plus 3, 13, 14, it's 19, I guess, right? 19. Now, 19 people out of, let's say this ad was shown to 100 people. So we got 19 by 100, that is 19%. Okay, now tell me what was the action we wanted them to take, that is 5, right? So 5 by 100 is equal to 5%. Now I want you to understand this, that this 100 which we used here is generally, in case of Facebook ads, that is huge, like in terms of lakhs, thousands, and it is huge, not just 100. But for the sake of this example, I am taking 100 here. So it is 19 and this is 5. Okay, now tell me, as an ad buyer, as an entrepreneur, which matrix, 5% or 19%, which is going to predict that how much money your ad is going to make? Yes, you guessed it right. It's 5%. Because people who are clicking on the CTA are likely to land somewhere, maybe your landing page, your sales page, where they are going to make a purchase. Maybe they are going to give their email ID, phone number, make some kind of transaction with you that will bring them to the future of, they buying from yours. Okay, so that is what is important here, 5% and 19%. So here is where things go super easy. This 15% or 28% which we discussed here, and this 5% and 19% which we discussed here, this, my friend, is called CTR, link for link clicks. Okay, these are two kinds of CTR which Facebook gives us. One is CTR for link clicks and one is CTR for all. We often look at CTR for all and we are happy, wow, we are getting a great CTR. But what we have to look for if we are selling something, of course, if it is not an engagement campaign, you will have to look at CTR for all in that case. But I am talking this on a whole video series. We are talking about if you are selling something, we want to make money out of it. Okay, if you're not running an engagement campaign. So this CTR for link clicks is what matters, and CTR for all doesn't matter. Okay, of course, CTR stands for click through rate. These terminologies actually are something like which doesn't matter, but what matters here is CTR for link clicks and CTR all. Okay, so CTR all is something which will combine everything. Any kind of action they take in your ad will be counted in CTR all, and it will be, of course, generally higher than CTR for link clicks. And when you are running ads, you have to check what is the CTR for link clicks on your ad if you want to predict whether your ads are going to get successful or your ads are going to die soon, or you're only going to burn your money on Facebook ads without even getting any results. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the estimated value. Like we as an ad agency, at the point of recording on this video, we have ran ads of over $30,000 to $35,000 for our clients and made them massive revenue. And we have seen that CTR for link clicks, okay, CTR for link clicks, many people can argue that it should be more than 1%, but we have seen massive results in even 0.8%. Okay, if your ads are getting more than 0.8% of CTR for link clicks, that means your ads are performing good. That means they are serving the job well. Like, the Facebook ads is doing good. The rest depends on your landing page, sales page, copy, everything else. But if your ads are getting, a CTR of link clicks greater than 0.8%, greater than 0.8, it could be 1%, it could be 2%, anywhere between 2-3%, that is a huge CTR for link. That is great. Okay, so this is the actual value you should look for if you are running ads. And in the starting of the campaign, after your ads has run for 1 week, you can say that if you're getting a CTR of for link clicks of 0.8% or 1%, 2%, whatever, anything greater than 0.8%, that means you are getting good results from your ad. Your ads are serving the purpose. Okay, in the same and in the other hand, if it's CTR for all, you can expect anything here. We have seen CTR all going way above 15%, 20%, and like 10%, whatever. This is generally high and it's irrelevant. Of course, if CTR all is less than 1%, your ad is not performing well. This CTR all should always be greater than 1%. Like if your ad campaign has ran for a week, there is an amount spent, and your CTR all is less than 1%, less than 1%, and like less than 1%, that means you have to do something with your Facebook ads. Maybe change your images, maybe change the video or whatever. You need to change it, otherwise it is going to die soon. All right, I hope you like this video. You got some valuable insights about click-through rate, how it is measured, what are the different types of click-through rate which is offered by Facebook ads, and you got an idea on what to see, what values to look for to understand whether your ads are going to perform or they're going to die. All right, so I hope you like this video. We'll see you in the next one. Till then, hit the subscribe button, also like this video, and comment down this video of if you have any doubts on this. I'll be happy to answer that. See you in the next one.